church or we talking about what have you. But as long as you're leaving that person out, or they don't know who these friends is, these 150 friends, these 200 people, then that person is left out, right? That person is not included in that world.
True.
So there's a problem there, right? Because that's your relationship, and you should be talking to that person about everything that's happening in your relationship, particularly if you're married to that person, right? So that's what I'm saying, that it can lend itself to problems in terms of Facebook, and that's just a candid conversation that we have to make sure that she was aware of that, and if I was on Facebook, the same deal. You know what I'm saying, in terms of relationship. Any thoughts from any of you guys on that?
I agree. I mean, I think that there are risks there. I also think, though, that Facebook, I would agree. I mean, there could be people on there that you just knew from your past that, you know, might want to friend you or something like that, and you go ahead and accept it. But I think at the same time, if that's an old flame, that person's not going to be on my Facebook. Period. Point blank. If it's an old flame, she can't be on my Facebook. That's period.
But I didn't say old flame.
No, I'm saying, I know exactly what you're saying. But and there are other times where people who might have been a friend, who might be on your Facebook, who might have those ulterior motives that you're talking about. And I think that's where your relationship comes in, and also the communication comes in. If somebody does start sending you a little bit too many messages, you know, you can always kick that person off. Always kick that person off, and I think that's where that trust factor comes in.
And I'm saying, but what if you like them? It's innocent, it's casual. I mean, the conversation that you have, and it's somebody that you've known a while back, and you actually were friends with this person. It wasn't even a relationship per se.
Right.
But you had conversations with this person, and you enjoyed talking to them back then. They were a good friend.
Yeah.
And now you having conversations with them again, and it starts out very friendly. You connecting with them. I mean, it's like it was old times again. You know what I'm saying? And they are emailing you. Before you know it, now it's gotten to a point where it's escalated. You see what I'm saying? You've been having conversations back and forth, and now you feel you've hooked. You're hooked. It's not that you know. I mean, it comes down to whether I draw the line. But what if you've gotten too far with this person in terms of, no, they're not talking about, you know, can I get with you? Can I go home with you? Can we do X, Y, and Z? But they're basically, what I'm saying is, it gets to that point because now they're very comfortable with you. They're you're having these conversations with them often. Now, and it may not be exclusively them. You may be talking to other people, but just a little bit, maybe just a little bit more with them. You know what I'm saying?
But that goes.
Or you trying to comfort them. Maybe they're going through problems with their relationship, and you trying to help them out and support them. And now you feeling like, okay, you know, I'm helping them, and we got some other things going on. And I'm just playing devil's advocate because I'm not just saying. But
I don't think it's as easy to do that though as it seems. Just because it's Facebook, it doesn't mean it's that easy for you to cross those boundaries. Because it would be Facebook, and people who have the Facebook account, they probably realize it's like 1 or 2 lines that you usually put on there. You might put like a, you know, like some type of message out there, you know, for people. A lot of times people like to put quotes out there, things like a quote of the day or something like that. So a lot of times people are putting things like that. Or, you know, the other day he made a comment on his, he made a comment about, if you're over 30, don't and you're trying to rap, don't send me your demo tape.
Yeah.
So we had a whole little conversation with like 30 other people on there, but it was one-liners, you know what I'm saying? So that's really, to me, that's really what it's more about than you trying to actually build a relationship on Facebook.
Well, let me pose this question, and I'll come back to you. Will you? Everything in terms of emails, in terms of texts, in terms of Facebook, what have you, that your wife do?
No.
Okay. Do you?
Honestly, you know, I'm the type of person that what I don't know won't hurt me.
Okay. Do you?
You know?
No, and I don't want to know.
You don't want to know.
No,
right?
because I'm not a fool to think that everything is kosher.
Now, do you? How do you feel?
No, and I'm basically kept out of that. That is, I'm told that this is my world, you have your world, you stick with your stuff over there, and I stick with this.
Do you do you believe that if you go looking for it, you might find it?
Oh yeah.
Oh, definitely.
all day long. If
So
you go looking, you will find.
You'll find.
Trust and
Seek
believe
ye,
that.
she'll find, right?
Oh yeah,
So-
trust and believe that.
So you feel
Seriously.
like what you don't know, you don't hurt, and you're not gonna go looking.
No.
Now, how do you feel about this? Did your wife's girlfriends, fiancés, what have you, have access to all your passwords? Can view your email,
Hey,
Facebook's, text.
that's
And let
all
me
bad.
start. Let me start with will you, and then I'll come back. We'll go around.
That's all bad.
No.
Is it okay?
No, it's not okay.
Okay.
Mark.
Well, expand on that.
It's not okay because I, as a businessman and as somebody that I need to be sociable business wise as well, I need to keep my relationships and passwords and all that other stuff private because I don't need an insecure entity involved in that.
Well, who's that say she is secure because you? And I'm just playing devil's advocate. Because you give her access doesn't mean she's necessarily is going to look, and that doesn't mean she's insecure.
Talking
I'm
about
just
a woman,
saying.
dog.
I'm just hold on. I'm just saying. We'll come back to you. We're just saying. Is it okay? Is it okay for her to have the password because she is your fiance and possibly
Nope.
will be your?
Okay, I'll re-answer that question.
Okay.
It's okay
Uh huh.
if she can handle the truth.
Okay. So you're saying there might be some stuff there that might be, the truth may not be good for her.
Could be.
It could be and it could not be.
And it's also how she perceives
Exactly.
it.
It's how it's
Because
perceived.
it could be nothing. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that, like he said, she's an outside entity to what he's doing, she happens to just decide one day, I just want to check because I got the password.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And then she goes in and somebody could be talking about whatever they're talking about where she has no idea, and all of a sudden now, you know, this cat is in the hot seat.
And then let's talk about this. But I know Mark can vouch for what I do on Facebook. A lot of my Facebook postings are comedic, or has a little comedy in it, and it has a lot of innuendos of things that make you think, right? I use the
What
Facebook.
about she's hot or she looks good or I like that or I like the way she shake it.
Sometimes, no, but you know what? Sometimes
It's
because
all in good context.
it's
so I
all in
can-
good
I can
context
be-
because it's all in one go. I'm trying to accumulate so many type of people.
Hell
So when
no.
I need to promote my business,
Right.
then I have access to all these individuals. Now, she may not believe that, right?
Yeah.
She may not believe that, but in this world today, you can't be so blunt to somebody and say, do business with me. I want you to buy this from me. You have to acquire a friendship in order to be able to relay those type of messages.
Okay, so again on playing devil's advocate, if it's business, should that be
Should she have access to the
should she
password?
have access to it if it's business?
If it's not her
She's not
business,
part of that
if she's
business.
not in that business,
Why
then she
she?
should.
Why isn't she?
if
Why
she
is
can
she? We're
understand-
talking about fiance or wife. Why isn't she included in that?
Because that's
That's not
because
her-
somebody is your wife or your
No,
fiance
I'm
don't
just-
necessarily mean that they need to know
Right.
everything that you're doing.
If she's part of the business,
But listen,
yes.
But listen, if other people, outside people, have access to this business information, and you're talking about your fiance or your wife can
That
have
would be a
access,
problem,
that
though.
doesn't make sense.
no, you're right.
But outside
If somebody
people
else-
don't have your
Well, because we're
password.
talking about business. I mean, I'm not talking about password now. I'm
Right.
talking about just information in general. If it's a business related, you know what I'm saying? If other people can view and share this information, she should be able to see it as well.
She
right?
could view probably the same thing anybody
Yeah,
else can
and
view, right?
everybody else can see it.
That's
Yeah,
what
she
I
should be
think.
able to see
All
it.
can agree that basically cheating has been it's been throughout history. It's been happening for a long time, but with the new technology, new age, basically Facebook, social network, texting, all of these different things, it just made it more accessible and more convenient for folks to do it.
That's right.
Right. So, any closing remarks on that? We'll start with Mel.
The computer's the devil. Take your kids off of it and make them read all the time because they getting lazy as hell. And they can't spell on their own.
Thank you for that comment.
Yeah, I think technology can be used, to do good rather than evil. So, I just think you got to reach a level in your life where you could be responsible with it and mature with it. I think it has its place, but you definitely have to be responsible with it.
He a computer engineer, he lying. Don't listen to that.
I think technology definitely has its place. and but at the same time, it can be misused, and that's just what it is. People will use things for their own greater good, whether it's good or bad.
And just, you know, kind of in closing, I think we're all susceptible of, no matter what it is, to cross the lines or the boundaries, maturity, whether you're conscientious, all of those different things, depending on what the circumstances are, whatever's going on in your life. You know, you hope that you're at a maturity level and that you're responsible and that you're doing all the right things, and that you're maybe using technology in moderation, not abusing it, being responsible, doing the right things you need to do. But, you know, we all are human, and we are susceptible to make mistakes, and because we're not perfect. But I think, you know, again, going back to what Mark C said and Corn Soul said, I mean, it's about being responsible, being mature, using it for what it's supposed to be used for, not and being responsible. You know what I'm saying? And you know, being mature, having also trust and communication is very important in your relationship. You know, whether you have a wife, fiance, girlfriend, you have to be mistress.
Whatever, anything.
But you have to
Gotta
you have to be responsible. You have to trust them. You
Can't
have to
trust no
communicate.
hoes, man. They
You
steal all
can't.
your
It's
money.
not about. You can't have secrets. You can't be talking to somebody on the side, texting somebody on the side, you know, and not say that it's not cheating. You know, because it does lend itself to crossing those boundaries and those lines. And you just have to be upfront with that person and communicate with them. So with that being said, I want to thank you guys for checking out the vlog, and we're going to wrap this up. All right? Till next time. J. Watt out. Men of Images. Male Lawrence.